Hey guys, we're here with my short tucano T1 final reveal. This was part of it's an airfix 1/72 kit that built along with Chris of ChrisandAlexModeling as part of their his live hangout group build. Unfortunately, on the first part, I had to work that day, so I just watched along with the video and built while they were building and then stopped. The second edition last Monday I was able to attend and worked during that hangout. I had a good time. In between the two hangouts, the weather was so nice that I actually jumped ahead and painted, just because it was so nice I could go outside and paint. This kit was painted using Duplicolor Perfect Match automotive colors, and I kind of turned it into a Reno Racer instead of the strict RAF trainer paint schemes that were included in the kit. Went together pretty well. A few tiny issues. One, the rear seam between the wings and the fuselage didn't match up because the fuselage is round at that point and the wing root is flat. So that was a little bit of an issue we had to fill. And on my kit, which didn't seem to be on the other guys that were building along, one side of the tail was longer than the other. It was almost like it had flash on it, but it wasn't flash. But a little bit of sandpaper took care of that. The only other issue I had with the kit was I could not get enough weight into the nose to keep it from being a tail dragger, so I had to put a pin up under there to hold it up. But you can't even see it, so that's not an issue. Only when the image is just right can you kind of catch it, because I used a real thin piano wire to do that. Anyway, the paint colors I used were they were Duplicolor Perfect Match, Electron Blue, and oh god, what was the other color? I wrote it down. Avignon Blue. Yeah, Avignon Blue. They're both Honda colors. They came out of the rattle can. The actual paint scheme I just kind of came up with my own. Excuse me, guys. Was started following some of the panel lines and control surfaces, and then I just kind of let tape go where it wanted and seemed right, and then we painted her up. Few of the items that are kind of interesting was and I'll try and show it in the stills a little bit. The canopy has decals for the det cord that go on there. It's the first time I've had a kit that's had that. And the prop is all done in decals. The striping, there's actual. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting sick here, and I'm trying to fight it off with the coldies and everything, but it's a losing battle, I'm afraid. I'll try to muddle through. Yeah, there's a decal for each blade of the prop. You paint the front white, and then you put the decal on for each blade to create the striped effect, and it has the stencils and everything are already on it. And then the back of the prop is painted in a satin black with the yellow tips. The anti-glare shield and the walkways are all decals also. I didn't do a lot of the small stencils just because the colors that they're printed, they just didn't show up. So I was beating a dead horse to put a white lettered stencil onto the silver section of the body that just didn't show up. So we left a lot of those off. I cleared it in future, before and after the decaling. I did the Sharpie panel line technique because I just wanted to bring them out a little bit. In a second here I'll zoom in a little closer and pick those out. Draw them on with a fine tip Sharpie, let it dry, and then come back with a cotton bud or a paper towel with just a slightest hint of alcohol on it and wipe across there, and it'll take up any mistakes or extra ink, and just leave the Sharpie in the panel lines. Then you let that dry again, and then you can future over that if you want, or you can just leave it as is. It won't wear off unless it comes in contact with alcohol or something again. So I'll cut here for a second, and I'll move the camera in for a little closer view, and I'll stop the turntable so we're not going to get motion sickness. Alright, be right back. Okay, so we repositioned here. Hopefully we can show you a little more of the detail a little close up without the spinning it on the turntable. So all the decals came from the kit. I just repurposed a lot of them. You see the colors really well there, and it kind of shows you so I just did that Sharpie wash on the panel lines. I just wanted just a touch of hint, just to bring them out a little bit. I want this plane to be clean and shiny. You can see the dead cord decals on the canopy. That was probably the hardest part of the whole kit, right there. And this little pitot tube or whatever it's supposed to be is molded in plastic on the wing, and of course that broke off 10 seconds in. So I drilled out and made one from the same piano wire that I made the peg from, so it's not a tail sitter anymore. You kind of see the panel line work on the bottom. Wanted to keep it nice and light, and just so it kind of brings out the detail a little. Don't want to overdo it. And if I decide, like right here, notice right now it's kind of thick here in this area, I'll hit, and right here again, same thing. I'll go back, a little cotton bud and some alcohol in it, and you can wipe off whatever you don't want. It's only my second airfix kit ever, and only the second 1/72nd scale I've done in a long time. I like them bigger, but this is a fun build. Had a good time doing it, and if Chris decides to do another one, if I can get off of work, that's the hard part, I will happily join in with whatever kit, if I can get to whatever kit he decides to work on. And yes, Chris, I do have a Spitfire. I want you to feel like you're all alone out there. I have built a Spitfire, just not nearly as many as you. So the guys that haven't finished yet are going to have another hangout on Monday. I hope you have a good time. Unfortunately, we'll be at work again. I was going to join in and start on another kit during the time. I've got a little 144 scale C47/DC3 that I bought like 15 years ago. I was going to make new decals for, and never got around to it. So I was going to build that along with you guys, but I had to work, so I'm going to have to work. So unless for some reason we have a massive snowstorm between now and then that I can have a school day, which I doubt. But anyway, I'm waffling again. There's the Airfix 172nd Reno Racer Shorts Tucano T1 as built by Bob for the Chris and Alex Modeling hangout build. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you watch the next one. See ya.